What's up, guys? New details emerged from the Zion Williamson contract extension signed a couple weeks ago. We're going to get into that. I bring on Chaz. Before we get into the show, make sure you like, share, comment, all that stuff. I want to hear all y'all's thoughts on what the Zion Williamson contract extension means to you. And we're going to go over the pros and the cons. So let's get into the show.
First took away. Yes, with this. Get your money's worth.
All right, bring it on, Chaz. I'm in Florida right now, and that's why you don't see a mic. That's why you get the backdrop. But Chaz, we're going to get into it right now. Let's talk Zion Williamson and the contract extension. It comes out, Christian Clark with another great article. It comes out, we knew the pros, right? You knew if he made an All-NBA team, if he won an MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, which won't happen, but he'll get fully guaranteed. He'll fully guarantee his contract. Comes out today. Christian Clark comes out with that now throughout this contract extension from, I think, this year and then into his contract extension, he will be periodically weighed in throughout the entirety of the contract, Chaz, and must remain body fat and weight under 295 pounds. Your initial thoughts on that? Because I think a lot of people have different opinions on what this 295 really means.
I think it's not going to do much to combat the national media narrative. Not that we should care exactly, but you're talking about Zion, the person who reportedly struggled with some mental health issues surrounding his injury and the pressure from the national media narrative last season. And I think 295 is a really low bar to clear. It's like so if he's 294, is that acceptable? It just, to me, I think everyone wants Duke Zion, right? Duke Zion was reportedly 285. And even around that time, being at 285, you had people saying, yo, this guy's still overweight. When I look at Zion in his rookie preseason, before his meniscus injury, I saw Reggie Bush. I saw Orlando Shaq. When I saw Zion, 27-7 Zion, as dynamic as he was, I saw Deuce McAllister, Jim Brown, maybe Lakers Shaq, maybe Heat Shaq, but it was still a dominant player. But you could just tell that he's not in ideal shape.
So you're basically saying he's not in basketball shape. Five just joined the show right now. Five just got Chaz's just initial thoughts, right? So the pros of Zion's contract, right? But let's go over what Christian Clark kind of said today. Periodic weigh-ins throughout his entirety of the contract must stay under 295. Just initially, what are your thoughts on that? Is it a big deal or not a big deal?
Not a big deal. I mean, what were you expecting him to do? Just to give people contracts and no kind of repercussions? Hell, the Arizona Cardinals just told Kyler Murray, yo, you can't play the video game all year. You got to at least put 4 hours a weekend. These are just preliminary things. The organization is just trying to protect their investment, right? All right, we want you on the court. How do you get on the court? Is to be in shape. How do we check that? Weight checking. This is no different than anything else. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Army has check-ins when you go and try to get into the Army. You have to weigh yourself. You have to do things. You have to be athletic. Hey, these are all kind of things you have to do. You have to make weight, a certain weight. Boxers, right? Before you fight, you have to make the weight. This is his boxing ring, and he wants to hit the numbers to get all his money. Just make the weight. It's no different.
Sure. So let me ask you a question. Then I'm gonna start with Chaz because Chaz, you had mentioned he went through some mental struggles throughout his basically a major injury for him. Hadn't played basketball in a really long time. So say and the Pelicans and the organization have tried to protect him as much as possible. Very little information came out about Zion last year. Say Zion in the middle of the season doesn't make weight. What happens then? Do they sit him? Do they make a public announcement? This now becomes a little more, I don't know, dicey in my opinion.
I think the organization kind of painted themselves into a corner in this with that particular clause. Truthfully, you have to do everything in your power, even if he doesn't make weight, to pretend that he did make weight. You would have to not address that at all if he, didn't make weight, because this is why we negotiate at the end of the day, right? that was a clause that benefited Zion more so than it benefited the team, in my opinion, because again, that's such a low bar to clear. You can still be overweight, at 294, and you technically are in agreeing with your contract. You're technically doing the right thing. It's just, I think if he misses weight, the Wolves gonna be on his ass, but they're gonna be more so on the organization for letting them slide that easy with that number.
I'm gonna generate like if he misses weight, that doesn't say he doesn't play. That just says he doesn't hit the numbers for his contract. That doesn't say he's not going to be on the basketball court. Those two things are not mutually exclusive. If he doesn't make the weight, hey, you're going to continue playing until you get on the court and still be healthy. But
well, 5. I don't mean to cut you off. I guess that's in. Well, it's interesting because I guess you're right. Technically, he wouldn't.
That doesn't say he's not going to play. That just says the contract per se, you're not going to hit the numbers you need to hit. These are all accelerated. This isn't a thing to say Zion can't be on a basketball court if he's over 295. No, that just says he's not going to get the full guaranteed money that he's owed. They're not going to. That's on him. He signed it.
But I know he did sign. I'm just thinking, say he plays the year at 300 pounds. Just say he does, and he's an absolute freak, MVP, whatever it may be, and that clause kicks in. He's going to start a shit show.
It'll be disastrous. It'll be disastrous. At the end of the day, it'll be his own doing. So that'll be that. Oh,
finally, for once, someone's just saying, "Hey, bro, you just got to clear this so you can get your money." They're actually giving him an opportunity to earn his money. Opportunity, like that's a low benchmark, as you said. He should be able to do this in his sleep if he plays, 70-80% of the games. This isn't hard. But we might get tripped up.
It just becomes interesting. Go. I'm sorry.
That's something that if he did miss it, I think the team would try very hard to not let that get out. Like there would be, it'll get out eventually.
Oh, it'll get out.
Yeah, that's kind of that's like almost fucking fraud.
Listen, all right.
They'll try hard not to let that get out.
Dig this. If he misses weight but still becomes an all NBA team, I'm pretty sure NBA team, we get to the finals, we win a fucking championship, something like that. I damn sure believe that they won't even take that away from him. They'll still give it to him. I know it's in the country. They'll still, so it won't even matter.
No, you're right. But let me paint another scenario. And God forbid that this ever happens. But say BI goes out with an injury, CJ has a really bad year, and Zion still puts up all NBA numbers at 300 pounds.
It'd be the worst possible scenario.
Just I'm not saying, but 5, you actually make a really good point. This doesn't mean that he doesn't play. But
the reason I think that'll be the worst possible scenario is because, again, you just forfeited all of the leverage you had. You forfeit all, because to me, contracts don't really mean shit anymore. So you really forfeited all of the leverage. Now you turn it into a mud fight, because if he is over 300 pounds and he makes all NBA and all that shit, now you almost got to be like, hey, he was over 300 pounds. So at least then, because you're going to have to move him. At that point, if Zion goes out and does what Zion did the 27-7 year at 300 pounds, you can't tell him nothing at that point. You ain't going to tell him shit. Like, it's over.
I mean, like, all right, Chaz, I'm gonna say another scenario. Mm-hmm. That can happen regardless if they didn't have the clause. I don't think you left any leverage out. I just think this was something. It's crazy how it came out now, like right now. Like, I don't know why the contract had been signed a week or two ago, something like that. And now it's coming out that they have this clause. Bro, they just trying to protect themselves. Like, the organization doesn't want to be, hostage to Zion. Like, sure. Bro, they're just asking you to make weight. They're not asking you something astronomical for you to do. This is the NBA. You should be in shape. You should be able to clear 295 pounds, your body weight plus your body fat percentage. That's an easy number. I think, Chaz, you were tweeting about, when the last time you were under whatever.
Under that. Yeah.
this isn't like right now. My body mass percentage BMI is like 25, and I weigh 175. Like, come on, like these are. This isn't hard to do. This isn't.
And y'all both make great points. This isn't that big of a deal because Zion should be able to play at 295 or less. It's not this huge benchmark, and everyone's making this huge ordeal about it. And it's really not that big of a deal. He should be able to play under 295, be really good. And the Pelicans, like, whatever. Okay, as Five said earlier, it's a contract. This is like what people do. You got to protect yourselves from each other, so on and so forth. But I'm glad we can finally put all this, I think, behind us. But, final thoughts, Five, what do you expect from Zion this year? Seriously, like, all honesty, what are your expectations from him?
He better make All NBA. Like that All-Star game for sure. He better make All NBA. First team, second team, third team. I don't really care which one. But I want to see dominance. I want to see you've been dropping Jay-Z lyrics and Jay-Z songs on IG. You've been doing, hey bro. Cool, you've been in the city, in the community, dapping up. Hey, all right, cool. That's cool too. When the season starts, I want to see dominance. I want to see first team, second team, and third team on NBA.
I like that, Chaz.
I think, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very confident in Zion at all going into this year. I say that because to me that 295 number shows me you're not serious, dude. You're not serious. You don't want it, bruh. You don't want it.
Chaz, do you think Zion, like, did you think that was Zion's idea? Or do you think
I'm sure that it started in saying they said 285 and they countered with 290. They counted with they probably counted with fucking 305 or something. Like I'm telling you, no. It's like, all right, fuck
everything negotiated, bro. Like everything. Maybe
we talking about 230 M's. They negotiated that shit down to the final
and
detail. Look, Zion only wears Jordan sweatsuits. They negotiate. I haven't seen Zion in regular clothes. Like
he was in that Nike commercial with clothes on, bro. Like I thought you said I was thinking about the Mountain Dew commercial, but like again, like for real, dude. Look, on the real, we know Zion's supposed to be like fucking 265, 270. If he wants to be a fucking generational, incredible player, he needs to be at 265, 270. Like that's what it boils down to. We're gonna get to a point, and I didn't want to go here. I didn't want to fucking go here. So we're gonna get to a point in about 2-3 years when Zion can't dunk anymore. Look at Zion now. Zion can barely fucking jump, right? That's why look at how incredible his touch around the rim is and all that shit. Go watch that dude in the preseason. Or even the dude from Duke, and watch Zion in that 27-7 year. You know what people are going to say in the comments? Well, Chaz, come on. Stan Van Gundy was clearly weighing on him. He didn't want to jump as high. No, he couldn't jump as high because he was clearly overweight. The man was clearly overweight. All right, stop. All right, to Zion's defense, when he stepped on Duke's campus, he was 285. He was 285. That was the listing. It was literally 285 at Duke. Okay, right? Clearly he was over that weight. Clearly. But you're even saying that he has to even drop down from the Duke weight to 260, right?
I think to be what we want, what we think he's supposed to be, like the LeBron type guy, he has to.
Oh, I'm in agreement with you. That was my weight. My catch weight was 265 for him, for sure. Yeah. Like he has to be athletic, and for him, I think it's actually good for him just to have touch. I don't care if Zion dunks another ball.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, how you score doesn't really matter to me.
I just need him to, one, be healthy, get a weight that he can feel comfortable at, and be healthy, and go from there. This back and forth of we even talking about his weight is like sometimes draining. Like I just want to see the dude hoop. I want to see him healthy. We just want to see him on the floor. That's kind of what we want. That's all we want. And he has to take responsibility of his own body. I wish we didn't have to go through the contract to even say what weight you need to be at. I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of other stipulations in other people's contracts that we don't even know about. It just so happened to be Zion that's one of the most polarizing players we've ever seen in the league, and we haven't seen him on the court, and we want to, and everything gets blown out of proportion every time he does something. So, bro, if you ever see this, get on the court. We just want to see you hoop.
The thing is, we all love Zion. We want the best for this dude.
Yes.
And that's the thing. Like when you look at Giannis's body transformation, right? And you like, yo, that motherfucker is serious. That motherfucker look like Karl Malone.
But everybody's body not like the same. He was skinny.
Everybody's body's not serious, but we've already seen Zion's body when. Damn, this sounds crazy. We've already seen how Zion looked at Duke when you didn't have access to all the luxuries in life necessarily. When you kind of was on campus under a rigid program, and we saw how Zion looked on that 27-7. Like right now, people saying, "Oh man, look at Zion's arms, Zion's jacked." There's plenty of motherfucking mechanics right now with guns.
Hold up. We're gonna have to get off. I know we're gonna have to continue this off of camera because y'all.
Yeah, we got to end this.
But what I do want to say though is to your point of the whole dunking thing, about 90% of his points are literally finesse around the rim, and that's what makes him so special. So I don't care about the dunking thing, Chaz. What I do care about is his finishing and his touch around the rim, but he has to be explosive because he gets to be able to hang in the air for so long because he's already up in the air and strong.
He's one of the most blocked players in the league.
We'll talk about this because we'll continue this.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. I already did it before the show, so don't worry about it. Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all later.